we doing? Super Bowl in 2 weeks. I told you guys we're doing some recipes with the Super Bowl in mind. So recipe 2 in the series. Recipe 1 was those coconut chicken tenders. I surely like that one. This one here is a simple chicken chili. You're making a big pot of this, and watch now. You just sit back and relax and watch people smile when they eat it. It's very, very simple. Not Caribbean, so it will not be posted on CaribbeanPot.com. However, I will post the printable recipe on ChrisDeLaRosa.com. Tons of recipe over there too, man. Let me vibes it up. Chicken chili, hey, points. What I've gone here and done is just 4 chicken thighs. You can use chicken breast, any sort of chicken meat that you like. And I'm browning it off. It's salt and pepper, and I'm just browning it off in some olive oil in the same pot that I'm going to be using for making the chili. And while that browns up, I'm just chopping up my celery, my peppers, my onion, my garlic and stuff like that. Just about anything that's going to go into the chili. So we're going to give this about 10 to 15 minutes until it cooks all the way through. And then we're going to remove it from the pot and start to get busy up in there. My chicken is cooked all the way through. So now what I'm going to do is just remove them. And I like cooking them with the skin on because it helps protect the meat itself and keep it nice and moist without drying up. So I'm just going to remove the chicken out of the pot and allow it to cool down. Now I'm using chicken thighs with bones. If you want to use boneless chicken thighs, it will cook a lot faster. We're going to cut that up in a little while, put it back into here. There's quite a bit of grease left here, so I'm just going to leave back about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of that. So I'm going to drain some out. It's now time to start building the flavors for this, which is the base pretty much. So I've got here 1 large onion that I just diced up. And I've got a couple cloves of garlic. My heat is on low. I've got actually 4 cloves of garlic. The garlic is totally optional, but I love the flavor from that low heat because we don't want to burn that garlic. We just want to sweat this down for about 3 minutes. Next up, 2 stalks of celery and half of a yellow bell pepper and half of a red bell pepper that I just diced up as well. Give that a quick stir, and again, heat still is on low, but we want to sweat that down for another 3 minutes just to soften everything up until let that really release all them flavors we're looking for. I'll go in now with 1 package of chili powder mix, and you can find this in any grocery store already mixed. As I said, I want to keep this as simple as possible. You really don't have time to be fooling around with trying to come up with your own spices and stuff like that. Let that go now for another 3 minutes. We want all those spices to really bloom in that chili powder mix. And you will notice this is going to be a massive pot of chili if you don't have friends and you're not inviting people for Super Bowl. What I usually do is when I make a big pot like this, I separate into small packages and I freeze it for when my daughters want they heat it up later on. So to help this stretch and to go a long way, I've got here 1 large carrot that I cubed up, and I've got 1 quart of mushrooms, just button white mushrooms. That is totally optional as well, but as I said, I really want this to stretch and to go a long way. So add just about any sort of vegetable you like in your chili. That is cool as well, right? I'm going to go in with some salt, and bear in mind I'm going to be using canned tomatoes. That canned tomatoes will have a fair amount of salt in there as well as the canned beans that I'm going to be using. So I'm very mindful of that. At the end I can add more if I wanted, and I like going in with a bit of brown sugar. Next up, a couple cans of fire roasted tomatoes, and these are seasoned as well. I just love this product. If you can, get the fire roasted tomatoes, which is diced tomato, or any sort of tomato product that you like, nice and diced, to add some texture, some additional texture and flavor to this. I've gone in with 1 can of white kidney beans, and you can certainly use whatever type of beans you like, and I like using some black beans as well in there. We're going to go in with some, so what we got there, some coriander, or cilantro. And I've got here a couple of these bird's eye chili. I'm just gonna take the stems off there, break them in half and toss it in there for a little bit of a kick. Give that a quick stir. Now we need some liquid to bring this all together. You have a few options. You can use passata, which is a tomato puree. You can use apple juice, you can use water, you can use whatever you like. I'm going in with some beer. And about 1 cup of beer. This is just a lager. I'm just going to bring that up to a boil. To give it a little bit more body, I'm going to go in with about 2 tablespoons of concentrated tomato puree. You could have added this earlier when you were browning the onions and garlic and stuff like that, because the sweetness from that tomato would have really come out at that point. As it comes up to a boil, by this time your chicken should have been cool enough to handle, so I went ahead and I diced up, well, cubed up that chicken, because I got specific instructions from one of my daughters. Dad, don't do the shredded chicken. We like the chicken. We'll be able to taste the chicken. So you have 2 options. You can shred it or you can cube it up as I did here. I'm just going to give that a stir. Put the lid on it. Turn your heat down to low and let that go for about 1.5 to 2 hours. The longer you let it go, the more those flavors are really going to come together and really give you something extraordinary. Telling you, man. So there you go, friends, a nice wicked chili here, chicken chili. I mean to say you can spice it up some more if you want. Couple hours, about 1.5 to 2 hours, nice and slow. Just turn off that stove there. If you want, you can put it in a slow cooker and you can do its thing there. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com, recipe 2 in our Super Bowl series. The first recipe was that coconut chicken tenders. This one here is the chicken chili. Tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, but the next video, the upcoming video, is going to be a jerk chicken dip. Nice and cheesy and watch now. Flavor for days. Bless up, man.